See, people be like, "Oh, AJ Styles the best wrestler on the planet," and I'm like, he ain't really been proving it to me in the past like 3 years. He hasn't really done any noteworthy match that I can think of in the last 3 years. That I'm like, oh, that was a match of the year. I can't think of none of that. John Cena was the last dude I could think of that gave him like a match of the year match in WWE.
Nobody else can really do that though.
What's going on, man? This is Ice Enigma.
Yeah, and this is T-Enigma, and this is Enigmas Unchained.
What it do, my peoples? This is T-Enigma with Enigmas Unchained, and we are back again for Night 2. Night 2 of WrestleMania, and this is also year 2 for the Enigmas. And I am T-Enigma, and I am with your friend's best friend, the Ice. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, man. Hey, we here. We in there. Let's move up.
That's right, man. Now let's get into this bad boy. This is a longer show for some reason.
Oh,
Excuse me. Right. So what we found out is funny after this show was over was that because Cody Rhodes and them went over, they had to remove Kofi's match from night 1 because he was on social media talking about that night. So they had to pretty much squeeze him in there and embarrass my boy with a minute and 40-second match. It was night two was terrible to me. I mean, I was like that. They didn't have many things to stand out. I mean, like Pat McAfee was a star. Just get out of the way. Pat McAfee was a star this show. Pat McAfee tore the house down. Okay,
he did my clap, man.
Yeah,
he did my clap.
Yeah,
doing backflips off the top rope
and jumping. I mean, he was pulling Kofi's. He out here jumping from the floor to the top rope and not even needing the balance. He just jumped to the top rope and looked your boy in the face like, you thought it was done? I'm like, yeah, go Pat. Let's go, Pat. I was like, Pat had me standing up. I'm like, go ahead, Pat. But like RK Bro started out with like them Street Profits versus Alpha Academy mid-match, dope ending though, but a mid-match.
Oh yeah.
Like dope because anytime you catch a photo-worthy RKO, it usually makes your time worth it, you know. So yeah, he caught that photo finish RKO, boy. That thing was ignorant, bro. It was great, man. Like that was, but the match was mid. It was like, Then we got even more mid match on Bobby Lashley versus Omos, and Bobby Lashley did everything he could. But Omos just ain't no good wrestler. I mean, he's too big, man. He's too big, man. I was like, this dude, like 7'3" or something like that. It was like the only thing I'll give Omos is reactions. Okay, Omos's reactions are his reactions are on point. His wrestling, I can't call him, but his reactions though, his reactions are top tier. Like when Bobby Lashley did the suplex on him. If you go back and watch, right, watch when he hit the floor, Omos's face when he hit the ground. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it while Ice is drinking right now, so I need to wait. You know what I'm saying? It's like just waiting until you finish. You finish? Okay, I didn't want to. I said that drink looked good. I didn't want you to mess up that drink. So he hit the ground, and the shock of him hitting the ground, it was just like just on the ground, like I can't believe this sucker got me. His reactions are on point, but his wrestling is just not there yet. So he needs more work on that. But it was a mid match, and then we got to. I don't even know how to describe this match. Johnny Knoxville versus Sammy Zane had one of the best builds of WrestleMania I've seen. It was funny. It was fun to watch, you know, like especially like the whole thing when he put Sammy Zane number out there. But then the fear crept in my bones because I don't like his show. I don't like Johnny Knoxville's show. I never liked Johnny Knoxville. The old fear crept in me. I'm like, they're gonna make this into the goddamn show. And I don't find any of the stuff that they do funny. Actually, I think most of the stuff on that show probably would get them stabbed where I'm from.
It would.
They would have died very bad deaths, and nobody would have found their bodies if they had walked up into some establishment and slapped a black man in his balls. I don't know where that's funny at. I mean, I don't know a lot of black folk that find that funny, especially black men. I don't know a lot of black men that's like, yeah, you just come in here and slap each other's balls. It's, he got kicked in the balls. It's like,
oh no, sir.
Now, what I'm laughing at is what's gonna happen to you after this person recovers from you getting their ball. Now that I'm laughing at, but getting kicked in the nuts is not fun. So it's like, I guess because they think that that's something that people, I'm like, that don't make me laugh, bro. I'm not into that type of comedy. But I knew, as I said, that's probably going to be the main focus of this match. People getting kicked in the nuts, and I was not disappointed in that. Unfortunately, I was disappointed, but I wasn't disappointed in the fact that I was right. This match pretty much devolved into like a full on slap your nuts fight, and Sami Zayn lost, which he should have lost, but they dropped like a fake mouse trap on him. Yeah, and it didn't work, and it hit Johnny Knoxville on the way down.
Lord.
And of course they had to have the little spot. Wee Man came out. I think that's what the folks says. The thing was Wee Man. He came out and body slammed on Sammy on Zane. I saw people putting a Hogan and that was the funniest part of me. On Twitter, like when Wee Man slammed Sammy Zane, everybody picture a Hogan slam Andre Giants.
No.
But outside of that, this match was a bust. I was like, this is what Sami Zayn wants, so it is what it is. But I didn't really enjoy this match. But yeah. Now Sasha Banks finally getting a title win and breaking the curse of WrestleMania was worth praise. She actually won her match. Her and Naomi got the tag team titles, thankfully, and they also didn't lose it the next night, thankfully, and they also didn't lose it this week, thankfully. So we're on the roll, people. Because WWE has an obsession with making sure that Sasha Banks ain't the boss. But that's a whole nother situation. Edge and AJ Styles, I fell asleep during this match. I'm not ashamed.
I looked away, and then all of a sudden, your boy come pop up out the screen.
He had a dope entrance.
AJ.
Yeah, I mean, like talking about Damien Priest or Stripper Martinez. He done pulled back from a lot of that, thankfully though. But he still got a ways to go to get away from the stripper relative thing. So Edge had a dope entrance.
Yeah,
right?
he did.
His entrance was fire. I mean, and I meant that as a pun and fire, because it was surrounded by. It was dope and sitting on the throne. Too bad this match was just. I see people be like, "Oh, AJ Styles is the best wrestler on the planet," and I'm like, he ain't really been proving that to me in the past like 3 years. He hasn't really done any noteworthy match that I can think of in the last 3 years that I'm like, oh, that was a match of the year. I can't even think of none of that. John Cena was the last dude I could think of that gave him like a match of the year match in WWE.
Nobody else can really do that though.
That's what I'm saying. That was like, and that's when people like start raining on a parade of like folk in WWE. Like, how they came down on Cody Rhodes versus Miz. It's like, look, the reason it's not that they hate the Miz, it's just they know what they can get out the Miz. You'll get phenomenal promos, and you get all that. But when it comes to the match is going to be mid. It's going to be okay at best. Like his best is okay, and that's not no. I love the Miz's character. I think the dude is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I believe all of that. But when I want to see a wrestling match, I'm not looking for the Miz. If I'm looking for a promo, I'm looking for the Miz. Right?
There you go.
So that's no shade. I know his strength. I know his weaknesses. His weakness is he does not put on a match like a Kenny Omega, like a Adam Cole, Adam Page. He doesn't put on a match like Sting. He doesn't put on a match like he don't. He don't. I mean, like it's he just don't. He can put on he knows how to do heel heat during the match, which is great. And so which is good for WWE because they need heel heat mostly. But the match he had with Cody Rhodes on Monday, I was like, okay.
That man trying to preserve his body.
I mean, yeah, I can't knock that. No, I'm not shading him for that, but he has to be able to accept the consequences of that. It's like sorry, bro, but your matches don't stack up. They're like the build form is fun, but the match itself is just not. It's not there. It's not what we looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that's like once no shade. Excellent work, excellent heel work, excellent promo work, excellent build work. But whenever we get to the match, I'm never really looking for anything. I'm just like, okay. So yeah, but AJ Styles versus Edge, man. First off, this match 25 minutes. Okay. It was the longest match of the show for no reason.
So was everybody trying to do a tribute for Triple H now?
I guess, have a super long WrestleMania match that meant nothing. Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, I mean, Triple H came out one of these nights and put his boots in the ring. I think that was night one, right?
I can't remember. I know it happened.
It was night one. It was night one because Undertaker, of course, the Hall of Fame. Triple H put his boots down, said, "Welcome to WrestleMania." He's no longer wrestling. I'm very, very glad that he's not gone. Triple H is like as much flack as we get Triple H. Triple H is still one of the dopest wrestlers ever do it. So just gonna call a spade a spade. No, his entrance is still top 5 entrances of all time. Just and all he needed was light work and spit. Like you gotta like let that sink in. All right, light work and spit was all he needed to make this doggone entrance fire. Okay, so props to the man. He's given us lots of memories. He's done
man,
excellent.
3 H's,
and he's done many great matches. Okay, that I can remember off the top of the dome. I can't do that for Edge. I can't do that for AJ Styles right now in WWE.
Speaking of Edge, I just remembered something that I meant to send this to you a while back. Like I think about a week or two ago.
What's up?
And it was crazy. Yeah, I think it was something that we already knew, but we just forgot about.
What's up?
Jinder Mahal's one title reign is longer than all 4 of Edge's put together.
No. That can't be right. No, that can't be right. That can't be right.
It can't be life, can it?
No, I'm like literally. I'm like that's no. That's not right. Okay, look, no, I can't accept that. Okay, so Jinder Mahal's one title reign is longer than all the Edge's title reigns.
Yeah.
Wow. Says a lot. That's messed up. I mean, but on the real though, I mean, like what 5-star match or match that like just like outside of like him being in a tag team, what match has Edge done that like wowed us? I mean, like let's not lie on this man, okay? I can't think of none. Even his joints with John Cena were barely decent. No, it was the character work that was more fun to watch. It wasn't the match. The match was trash. The match was booty. But his character work on the match still like he did Lex Luthor.
I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal single. Man, this is wrong, bro. That is wrong, man. Wow, WWE. Wow. It's like you remember when he turned the WWE Championship into the World Heavyweight Championship one night. You know what I'm saying? Like that was, and I don't think he had that title for that long. When he fought John Cena in the beginning, he only had that doggone belt for like maybe a week or two, and then he lost it. Then he like cashed in. I mean, it's messed up all them doggone cashes, and he ain't did nothing with it. He got the title and they couldn't keep it every single time. So I mean that diminishes that dude's legacy. You really like sit back and think like, dang, bro, you was just trash and just stealing from people. The ultimate opportunity is usually like a rat with cheese, just I'm gonna steal this dude's sock when he ain't looking. Dang, bro. And like what's funny too, like when they did the after this match was done, somebody said something about Edge like being like a better version of the Brood or something like that. And like Brody King, who's a part of the House of Black, said, no, these dudes are a Dollar General version of the House of Black. And I was like, acceptable response, because that's exactly how I felt when I looked at it. I'm like, Edge like kind of going through this the mountain of omnipotence thing. I'm like, bro, just shut up. This is just bad. I was like, this is bad all around. Dope interest though. Like the interest, but outside of that, it was trash, yo. So.
You know it's bad when AJ fumbled over whatever this is supposed to be when they asked him about it.
Yeah. No, I'm saying
they fumbled it, man.
Yeah.
Like, well, dang. So this isn't going to be as exciting as y'all think it's going to be.
I mean, I'm saying like right now, AJ Styles don't got no clout. I mean, like, you know, I'm not taking away the fact that AJ Styles is one of the best wrestlers on the planet. I'm not taking that away, but he hasn't done anything to show us that in like almost 2 to 3 years. Okay, like that. That's my argument. It's like this dude has not done what is necessary to put himself in a conversation to be the absolute best. They used him for Kofi. Remember when Kofi was getting over for Kofi Mania and used him there, and they made him pretty much a villain in that match because he had to beat Kofi Kingston. You know what I'm saying? Then you had the stuff happen with Omos, you know, like he lost to Omos. So and now he loses the Edge. I'm like, yo.
Now Omos, I can see because at least you can say, well, yeah, you trying to build him up by having him beat a top tier person. Yeah.
Like,
Edge, not so much.
Yeah, I don't get the Edge joint, man. I mean, I guess we're gonna build this faction around Edge. I'm like, y'all can grab it because I think they're rumoring Rhea Ripley is coming over. You know, like and I forgot who the other guy was, but I was like, but I don't care if they win titles. Y'all done everything in y'all power to make sure I don't care about these characters. You know, so like Rhea Ripley has been losing for like the past since she lost to Charlotte. All right, so it's like, and she won the title, she still lost Charlotte again. So it's like she still has that albatross around her neck, but she ain't never really beat Charlotte Flair. So I'm like, look, you know, no offense, but no. You know, like that's just, and I said, AJ has not really been that entertaining to me. I was like, most of WWE, and we both have admitted this, most of WWE has been mad skippable for the past 2 years. Mine is like maybe 2 or 3 moments. So the character work there has just not been there. So I'm like, this match doesn't matter to me. Edge going heel just seems stupid to me. You know, like I get it because you need a villain, but AJ has been a villain for like the past 3 years or something like that, like the conniving villain dude, like the fake Shawn Michaels villain dude. Every single because pretty much him and Omos supposed to be like at least the storyline they were going for was Shawn Michaels and Diesel, but Omos ain't good enough to be Diesel, and AJ, no offense to him, character work wise is not good enough, better than Shawn Michaels.
No,
Shawn Michaels Heartbreak Kid. So it's like, man,
they were trying to recreate Shawn Michaels for the longest.
They didn't let that thing go. They didn't let that joint go. It's like they ain't getting another Shawn Michaels, they ain't getting another Brett, they ain't getting another John Cena. Them suckers were one and dones. They ain't getting another one. You can get as many Hogans as you want. There's like 6 of them in WWE right now. They just ain't got the juice to really be the next thing. But if they were, they'll ruin it, just like Hulk Hogan did. so it's like you can do it, but they won't. They'll do like Hulk Hogan did. They'll ruin it after a while because they backstage politicians. So it's like I mean, you want a Stone Cold Steve Austin. You want a person that like literally changed the generation. That ain't them. Guess who Stone Cold said who's the best of this generation?
Who that?
The Luffy of wrestling. Kenny Bagard Omega. His own mouth. Y'all can look that up. He said it. I ain't said it. He said it. Say he's possibly the best wrestler on the planet. Stone Cold Steve Austin. So Stone Cold signed off on a dude that ain't never going to WWE. Let that sink in. So yeah, like I said, this match was 25 minutes. It should have been 15. Should have been 11. And because once again, Kofi and the New Day suffered again because they had this freaking long, drawn-out match. They had a 1:40 squash match that literally embarrassed the New Day. I mean, it embarrassed them. I was like, I wouldn't even want to be associated with this match. I mean, they had Big E clothes on. I was like, how dare you wear Big E stuff like this and get beat up by the dude that broke his neck? That don't make no sense to me. I would have dropped Karen.
You stupid. Man, listen, I had a Brock Ricochet moment with that one because I sure did like look away for like a minute and like for like a few seconds and come back and oh yeah, ding, ding. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, like on the real, bro. I was looking at it. I was on Twitter, at ENigmas UNC, by the way, on Twitter. I was on there, just having some fun banter with a couple people, and looked up and the match was over. I was like, wait. I mean, all I saw was they're paying tribute to Big E with their claw. I'm like, okay, that's what's up. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? I looked down and I heard ding ding, and I'm like, oh, you bet, I got like at least a minute or two before I can like really get into, before we get into the heat of this match. They ain't even last a minute or two. They just whooped their behinds. I was like, huh.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? I seen them. The last thing I remember, Xavier had took the straps down like he did.
Like he do. Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. I don't even remember how this match ended. I just know it was over. And I dare not go back and watch because I didn't want to get angry. So I just looked at the clock. I was like, that was like 2 minutes. And I was like, you know what? I was like, nope.
It was a bro kick. I think it was a bro kick. Was it a bro kick or Sheamus like tripped him up or hit him or something?
Look, Sheamus got his check. I ain't mad at that man. He always get his WrestleMania check. I can't knock that dude. That dude always if I'm gonna be at WrestleMania in 4 minutes, I'm getting my check. 18 seconds, I'm gonna get my check. I don't care. He makes stars, or he tears them up. I don't know. But the next match was Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory, which was a dope match. Like I said, because Pat was the star of this night. He had the best match of this night, at least to me. The best match of night 2 was Pat McAfee versus, because Austin Theory got something. He just needs a new character.
He lost his
yeah, I saw that joint this morning, man. I was like, so you're just Theory. Great. Great WWE. Great. So yeah, like, but he Pat McAfee did his thing. I mean, he tore he had the folk. And then they messes up by giving him the dun 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 song. Dun, 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 dun. As my head's going to bask in his glory. Bask in his glory. I'm thinking about Keith Lee, you know what I'm saying, with the joint. But I was like, dang, man. But I thought he did good. I thought he did good. I mean, he was he did just what he needed to do to get the crowd attached to it. He did everything, character work, everything that he was supposed to do to make this thing work. He did it. And then he messed up. He won and called in Mr. McMahon. This was a terrible move. Mr. McMahon literally, it was like watching an adult play with a child. With Mr. McMahon, like when kids, like when people want to like have the kids get their confidence up and they like throw themselves around the kid. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much what happened with Mr. McMahon versus Pat McAfee. He held his arm out and Pat McAfee just ran to his arm, and I was like, then he pinned him. Whoever booked that part of the show needs to be fired.
No, they're not gonna get fired because Vince won.
Yeah,
I'm like, I was seriously disappointed with that. Like, maybe, like he could. I would have did the ending of that match different. I would have been like, I would have at least had Vince, knock Austin upside the head a little bit, chew him out for losing the match. But they would be on their way to the back. I would not give Vince a match. Vince does not need a match. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, then he gave us the botched stunner. But like that whole little segment, y'all could have left that on the cutting room floor.
Yeah, facts. I agree.
Y'all could have matter of fact, y'all could have gave that to New Day.
Yep. I mean, like they could have done the whole thing where there was like teasing to go to it, and then the glass breaks before the match even starts. They could have done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's like, oh, he got a shirt off, he ready to go, then and it's ready to go, right? But still, I still enjoyed that last thunder though. That was hilarious.
I was like, I can't believe he botched this.
Bro, I'm sorry. That joint was funny. It was funny. Like there's no other way to really cut that other than the fact that it was hilarious. So that was I'm actually kind of glad we got that gift. We'll keep it at 100 with you, man. I'm actually kind of glad we got like Stone Cold. He was laughing his behind off. He was spitting beer out. He was laughing so hard. So I was like, if he ain't mad, that's the very last. Well, Pat McAfee is the very last stunner he'll ever do. And Pat honored that by laying on the ground and drinking a beer. That has turned that turned into my favorite one. So Stone Cold got his final moment. Pat McAfee literally sipping beer. You know, it looked like he was almost sipping out a straw. He was. So, do I have it on my phone now?
Oh yeah.
Do I have it? Let me see. Nope. I don't have it. Dang. I thought I had the joint on my phone, man. It's like I was like, yo, this thing that I cracked up. That was the best part of that night to me. It was like he was laying on the ground and the beer pouring out his mouth while he's trying to drink it. I was like, that seems about right.
Oh,
yeah, but it was dope. I mean, he was the best one because like Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar ain't even worth talking about. I was like,
yeah,
okay.
I mean, we kind of already knew what was going to happen. Though.
Oh yeah, facts. You know, we already knew Tribal Chief was going to come out of that bad boy on top. We already knew that. So so it didn't really make sense. I was like, they're not gonna have like no 20-minute match. No stellar match. It's not WWE style. It's not Roman Reigns style. It was going to be a bunch like dudes just punching each other until somebody fell over. They did that, Roman won. What we do? So, yeah. So then Raw after WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes came out there crying like he usually did in AEW in his promos and said that he won't be WWE champion. That's actually what happened. I mean, it's like all the way really cut that. It's this exact way it happened. So that see SmackDown, Roman told folk that they need to win their matches. You better unify these championships, and that's pretty much it. Like if you don't unify these championships, you need to reevaluate being part of the bloodline. That was the whole thing. So so that Ronda challenged Charlotte to a I Quit match, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's challenged to a I Quit match. What else happened?
No, but we know it's gonna happen.
Yep, we know it's gonna happen. She gonna have to take it because she ain't got no other choice. Yeah. so that happened. See what? Oh yeah, Sonya Deville for some reason continues to target black women.
Yeah, because she's. Oh goodness.
Now, why is she always going after black women, man?
Because if you go key, a little nervous, like
she feels unsafe in her working environment. That's what it sounded like to me. You know what I'm saying? It sounded like that age-old adage. Because I was like, wait a minute now. Sonya Deville, Naomi. I was just doing a track break. I'm like, all right, let me tell the tape real quick. I'm like, Naomi. She bulled Naomi for what, 5 months?
I'm about to say that went on longer than what it should have.
Yeah, even went after Sasha because Sasha was like, why you keep bothering Naomi? Right? So this black woman number 2. Now she coming after our little sister Bianca. All right, look now. Look, Sonya. Sonya, look now. You need to remember. We got our eyes on you. Okay? These niggas got their eyes on you. And we ain't the only ones. We all like, why in the world she always keep going in other why ain't she never had this much heat for Charlotte?
No, Charlotte a buddy now. She the one that reinstated Charlotte.
That is right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like none of this stuff really made sense to me. I was like, okay, all right, whatever. And then yesterday on Raw, the Usos showed up and was like, yo, look, it's time for us, to get these titles, so they scrapped with Street Profits, beat Street Profits, and then laid cats out at the end of the show. So I was like, okay, like I said, like Bianca got attacked by Sonya, of course. And Cody beat Miz in a 6 out of 10 match. So so I mean, I was like, that's like no shade, and just that's the best that homeboy can do. I was like, that's just the best he can do, man. I was like, that's it's like I'm trying not to be mean about this, okay? I'm just saying, like, your boy does not have the juice to carry a match to make it into something that like people will always talk about. The moment, maybe. For the match, I ain't seen a minute, and that thing is what Daniel Bryan was trying to say to him, you know. And they had that. I mean, even though, like, once again, the promo work was phenomenal. I mean, but what Daniel Bryan was saying to him at that time, now Bryan Danielson, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
bro, your matches don't feel real. Just don't. I mean, I was like, they just don't feel real. And I said, that's how sensitive people gonna have shade, right? If I go out there and dance, I'm not a great dancer, right? If somebody says, Trevor, you are a mid dancer, I'm like, you are absolutely right. But I could talk you into the dance. I'm 10 on that. So I mean, I accept that. I'm like, that's perfectly fine with me. I mean, like, and I can have accolades, stuff like that, but I would never claim to be somebody like a Chris Brown or Usher or Michael Jackson on the dance floor. That's not, no. After you've seen those, you know your limits, you know. So and I think that's fair to accept the fact that you understand your limitations. That's perfectly fine. But don't act like you ain't got no limitations. Even if you a heel, you ain't gotta act like you're like, oh, well, you know that's because y'all hate. No, it's because we tell you the truth, sucker. You ain't that great of a wrestler. Now, once again, it doesn't make you a bad wrestler, but we've seen too many great wrestlers. You know, it's like we've seen way too many. So it's like, I've seen too many to look at you now and be like, oh yeah. That's like if there was never Michael Jordan or a Kobe, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Braun wouldn't have no issues.
No.
Because then he would just be the man of the hour because he's on his own metrics. But because we got Jordan and because we got Kobe, when you look at his accolades, how long it took for him to get them, we're like, bro, like Jordan did this in half the time. Half the years. I mean, your boy wasn't playing NBA at 18 years old. He went through college.
Right.
By the time he had 32, he had done everything.
Now, I'm saying you let the media and everybody hype you up.
Yeah, I mean, like, once again, it's not to diminish you. It's to it's to tell you the truth. You can be the king of this era. That's all you got to say. I'm the king of this era. To call yourself the king is wrong. No. It's like, you're not.
I hated that nickname on site. Was like, what is this?
What are you trying to say? Yeah, that's all I was like. What are you trying to say?
You know what I'm saying? Like and then look, you know what I'm saying? Like his tale is telling the tape. He carried the Cavaliers like that year. They made it to the championship. And then went against San Antonio. Mm-hmm. Carried the team on his back. Mm-hmm. What happened? Mm-hmm. Tim Duncan washed them dudes.
Washed them. And Duncan is one of the most humble cats, but I would put Tim Duncan over almost everybody in the league. That sucker was dangerous. That dude was a danger. And it was crazy. Like, nobody ever talked about him until you see him in the finals again. You're like, how you still here? You know, like, LeBron is gonna dominate it all. And then here was Tim Duncan. And he's just sitting there like this right him up.
He was just chilling.
Stoic faced, knocking everybody off. The silent assassin, the giant assassin, silent giant assassin, just knocking suckers off. But it was Duncan was a beast with it. So
I hated when Miami beat them that first time.
Yeah,
because to me, in my honest opinion, that shouldn't have happened.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
That happened.
I agree with you, bro.
But Ray Allen hit the 3. You know what I'm saying? They edged him out. So give respect what respect to do. Yep. Ray Allen didn't come back after that. So
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was one of them joints like for the Miz, like as far as like heel work, that dude is as S tier. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm never gonna take that as a heel. That sucker is an S. As a wrestler, he like C- D+. You know, so you just have to balance the two out. You know what I'm saying? Like they add those two together, divided by 2, and that's what you get for the Miz. So you know, just saying, it's in the math. The math don't lie. The numbers don't lie. Okay.
Right.
He has a 3/5 chance of beating, you know what I'm saying, Cody Rhodes. But then I have an 8 out of 5 chance of being right about this situation. And that means that I have 114% chance of being right. The numbers don't lie. An old Scott Steiner. So,
oh goodness.
One of the best promos ever done. So, yeah. We got Wheeler Yuta. Just go back to AEW real quick. We're done with WrestleMania. We're done with the Raw after Mania. We're done with the SmackDown after Mania. So AEW pretty much been setting up this thing with the Blackpool Combat Club, BCC, right? Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley, and your man, the Lord William Regal. I was so happy when I saw that, man. I was so glad they didn't like let him go on the wayside. That dude know how to tell a story because they've aced it with this thing. So Wheeler Yuta was with the Best Friends. He was on the laughing joke. Like if you watch Being the Elite, there was always a joke about him always losing the matches and then him getting beat up by the Best Friends backstage because he kept losing matches.
What?
I'm not lying to you. Like you can go back and watch Being the Elite, like Statlander would normally just beat him up because he lose a match.
What the heck?
You know, so he went from the Best Friend to like just being like, you know what, this ain't enough. You know, him having to make a choice. You know, he get busted up and beat up by Jon Moxley. And then Bryan Danielson name drops him and like, why don't we take these younger cats like Wheeler Yuta and Lee Moriarty and mold them into being the next great wrestlers, right? Lee Moriarty took exception to that first. I thought it was pretty dope. Now, I wanted him to keep coming at him, but Lee, I think, would do better work at Ring of Honor right now. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing him in the BCC. But Wheeler Yuta just made more sense to me, though. I was just like, the tenacity of it. I mean, even like in the matches that he lost, the old, don't laugh, trouble. The age-old adage in the black community, okay? He had heart, though. You know, he had heart, though. Like, yo, he lost. He got behind with, but he got heart, though. And those characters normally resonate more in our community. I don't know why. Like Vegeta. Vegeta is probably more liked in the black community because he talked trash and he got heart. They're like, well, he got heart, though. And I'm like, yeah, that's facts. You know, he does have heart. Like, and that's why I love that dude, because he don't ever give up. He's like, I don't care. I'm going to whoop your behind. He's like, Vegeta's not beating this dude. We all know this, okay? We know this before he jumps into the ring that Vegeta going to need help. But just the fact that we know that he believes that he can beat this dude is enough for us. So, you know, Wheeler Yuta just like getting back in the ring. He went with Jon Mox first time. He got his behind washed. My goodness, he got washed. I was like, oh my God. Second match wasn't as bad. You know, the second match, I was like, he hung in there for like 13, 14 minutes. Okay, all right. We doing something right, you know? So he hung in there and he lost still. And then that was when you could see the hunger, like the same tenacity you see in Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley began to wake up in him. And that's when like Bryan Danielson went to the back and he was talking to somebody. And I think it was what's your boy name? Trip Beretta. Well, I don't know what they call him now. But Trip Beretta. What?
Trent Beretta.
But Trip Beretta, right? So Beretta's just a dope last name to have. I mean, you should have a Glock, something like that in your interest. So I don't know. But I pulled out my Beretta. Okay, we ain't gonna get into that right now, so I can't yeah, so you know, he was talking to Beretta and Brian was like, look, man, he wants to fight us. I'll let him fight. Let's go. And he was like, look, I know your mind games. I know what you're trying to do, my friend. And he's like, he's not gonna fall for this. And that's when Wheeler Yuta said, I don't want to be a best friend. I want to be the best wrestler. And I was like, yo, yeah. That's them bars right there. I was like, that is bars. He was like, I don't want to be a best friend. I want to be the best wrestler. And I was like, this boy got something right now. I was like, okay. So then we got the third match. Oh no, he fought Bryan Danielson. He tore his behind. Script match though. He tore his behind up. I mean, like Bryan Danielson is like literally outside of Kenny Omega. That dude to me is like the Zorro of wrestling. Okay. That dude don't know where he be going, but he go places. And when he there, he fire. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and he can use whatever sword he want to whoop your behind. He's like, I'll pull out a sword that I don't even know. Just hand it to me, and I will whoop your behind with it. The boys is good with it, right? So he just beat the dude, flexed on him 1, 2, 3 while he was beating him. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he embarrassed people, man. I was like, dang, man, Brian be embarrassed. It'd be a dope match, but you gonna want to fight him again. This ain't it. Like, this dude that embarrassed me and my whole family. Like, me fighting this man, you know what I'm saying?
Flexed on me as he was pinning me. What?
Why he choking me out? Why he choking me out? He flexing on me.
No,
it's so disrespectful. I love it. Love it. So he lost to Bryan Danielson, and then all of a sudden we get this next man. William Regal come out, slap the fire out this boy. Lord have mercy. He held his hand out for a shake, and William Regal slapped that dude so hard I felt it. I mean, I felt my mouth get stung. I was like, oh my goodness, oh Lord.
My jaw dropped. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, he slapped the taste out that boy's mouth. So we get this match with him, and he wins the Pure Championship, the Ring of Honor, Pure Wrestling Championship, and that was on Ranked Supercard of Honor. Then the next week, we get Wheeler Yuta versus Jon Moxley 3. Look here. If you ain't seen this match, you need to go back and watch it. It was like 9 minutes. It was not a long match. This is a star-making match. Like, this was one of the matches that, like, you look back, you like, yeah, that boy gonna be a star. Wheeler Yuta got busted open before they even got in the ring. He broke that dude, threw him in the ring, kept breaking that dude. Wheeler came back, kept fighting this dude through blood and war. He fought this dude so much so, Jon Moxley, I need to get this early. So he hit with the paradigm shift. Got a 2 count. Jon Moxley, what the? Only one of them took him out the past 2 matches. So he's like, what the world going on? So he beats him up some more, and he gives that boy the Death Rider. Now, the Death Rider is dope. All right, first of all, this is a dope name for a finisher move. It's the double underarm elevated DDT, like where he throws you in the air like you're in a vertical suplex, and he drops you in the head on your head with a double arm attachment. It's so gangster. And I was like, this is it. He kicked out. And I was like, okay, what the world? And then the Jon Moxley said, like, get this. He went back to the streets, and he just choked that boy out. He's like, I'm just gonna choke this boy out. Forget this. I'm gonna choke this boy out today. He's got behind him, just choked him. He was like, forget this. I'm just gonna go sleep. Choke, die. Stop fighting me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when he won, the beautiful part of this match is that when Wheeler Yuta did not get back up, Jon Moxley did the reaction as if he got a 2 count after he won. The spook look. He backed into the corner and he looked at your boy like, what in the world just got into him? And that was the thing that William Regal and them was like, that's my man right there. That's a member of the BCC. He shook his hand, and Wheeler Yuta wrote BCC in his own blood on his chest. That sucker is in there. All right. Now, what a lot of folk don't know about Wheeler Yuta, the boy has had dope characters before. Okay. Now, the problem was, at least the big problem I saw, was that, going into other federations, people stole his gimmicks. Like Mustafa Ali stole his gimmick. The whole thing about the light. Guess who had that first? Wheeler Yuta. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, so because Homeboy took that to the TV, he couldn't do it no more.
Yeah.
No, oh, you can't be Mustafa Ali. That's a little dumb old only WWE fan. WWE only people piss me off. So I don't know, how in the world you gonna be a wrestling fan? I don't watch WWE. That just don't make sense. That just don't make sense to me. I'm like, where's the sense in that?
You're not a wrestling fan. You're a WWE fan.
You're a WWE fan. There's a difference. It's a major difference between the two. Like the WWE fans don't even understand storylines. They ain't been fed one in like what? Since Daniel Bryan. Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston's the last one y'all had. And that was how many years ago? Like 5 years ago now? 4 years ago? I mean, that was a while ago. Y'all ain't really had no storyline. If you want to call Bianca versus Becky Lynch a storyline, have fun with that. I'm not gonna call that a storyline. So it's like it's just so much that just happened, because it needed to happen, I guess. But it wasn't really a match. I mean, like a build, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? It was conveniently placed there for that particular point in time. But 9 times out of 10, they wouldn't have done it. They'd have done it with somebody else. So yeah, so I don't really consider that a storyline. So yeah, like Julia Hart has more character development than most women on doggone WWE. Julia Hart has been poisoned by the House of Black. He spat black mist in her face, and her left eye has been infected, right? And she's been wearing an eye patch this whole time. And this is something that is like very subtle. And people ain't been paying attention to because it flies under the radar. Because every single week you can see the corruption spreading. So much so now that under the eye patch, it drips black.
Ooh.
Yeah. Right? The she starts cheating now. She's fighting dirtier now. Little old clean old Julia Hart now. Clean girl. You know, she out here cheating and more aggressive. She's fighting Sheeta now. This just happened last week. She's fighting Sheeta. And she's cheating. The varsity, I forgot the name. But the forgettable varsity dudes, them dudes. You know, like this is not what we do. You know, they're mad at Julia because Julia was cheating. And she was like, I don't care. Varsity Blondes, that's the name. Hart sent, I'm gonna read this right here. Hart sending the Varsity Blondes to the back was the latest hint in her turn towards the dark side. This is like from Bleacher Report. The black makeup peeking out from her eye patch, further hinting at her descent and potential association to the House of Black. Very, very subtle. Slow burn. First female to be on their team will be Julia Hart. She gonna turn to the House of Black. You know, because like homeboy already said, he already told y'all, House of Black, what? They always what? They always win. So I was like, he marked her. She's been marked. You know, like, and I like the fact that like she's been marked and the corruption slowly takes her over. It wasn't like an immediate flip, but you can see every week she's lost a smile. Every single week, you can see her forcing a smile on her face to try and stay in her character, but she hates her character now. She hates it. And you can tell that she hates it. Like she's like her descent into madness is slowly happening. You know, so I was like, I can dig this. That's good storytelling right there. When you give us, you don't have to be like the commentator. I'm like, oh my goodness, just said a black goop running from out of her eye. Maybe that's because she's in the House of Black. You know, like Michael Cole be doing. You know, you ever heard a sentence? Oh my! Look at this development we have here, people. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that they just did that. This is exactly what it did. Let me get this book out to read you exactly every step of what happened. Page number 1 by Michael Cole. You know, yeah. So I'm just saying, man, that's how it happened though. I'm like, bro, you need to shut up and just let this thing, let the fans do the work. Y'all supposed to just be calling a match. It's not your job to tell me what's going on in the book or what I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? It's your job just to do your part, play your part, and do it well. You know, so yeah, but Sheeta and Deeb ain't finished yet. That's a beef I need to see keep going. They ain't finished. You know, so yeah, but it's more fun. Then like also the AAA titles, Ring of Honor titles were on for grab. Young Bucks versus FTR 2, right? Yep. Young Bucks won the first one. FTR won this one, and I would probably say like the Briscoe versus FTR is probably the best match of the WrestleMania weekend. All right, this right here is by like probably number 2. so I was like FTR, you guys give a round of applause for FTR. They have earned their Enigmas of the Month like situation. Them country boys doing us proud, man. They went out there and tore the house down. It's crazy. They did this with a tag team match. WWE would dream to have a tag team match this good where people don't even care about singles matches. They would dream of that, man. Like just having this type of reaction to a tag team match. That is amazing. Like when you could just have the main event be a tag team match and it was just as good as a singles match.
Right.
Yeah. Not like oh my goodness, they just came out and jumped such and such. Oh, here comes such and such. He's coming to save them. All right, guys, I'm tired of you guys fighting like this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a tag team match between you two, and we're gonna sell it all. That's pretty much how all the tag team stuff in WWE happened. In that same manner, somebody comes out, they do a regular singles match, somebody get jumped, and then all of a sudden another person comes out and starts jumping the jumpers, and then we get a tag team match or a 6-man tag. That's how they treat tag team titles. It's like, yeah.
That sounds exactly like a WWE match.
That is a WWE situation. I just explained it verbatim. Like, that's their rubric. Their rubric for like making a beef for tag teams is starting out as a single, having some random person come out and help the guy. That's how RK Bro started. Is having some random guy start out in the beginning just attacking somebody, and then this other random guy comes out and helps the person that was getting jumped, and then they become a tag team. They're like, well, they look goofy together. Let's keep them as a tag team, and they go from there. That's really their whole metric on building tag teams right now. Then you have real ones like, Street Profits and Usos and New Day. They're like actually tag teams, but because of the way that they treat their tag team division, don't really matter. It's a New Day were the only ones I would probably say in the past decade that really, really got to push that limit on 6-man tag and tag team, right? But because of their character work, it still wasn't taken serious because they weren't serious. So it was like, it didn't really matter. Then you turn around and look at AEW, right? Their tag team division from jump was the main thing.
Oh, man.
Because they understood, like you got all these doggone people, one-on-one matches, you got like 50 people on a roster, you come out better with tag teams. Get folk together, let them come up together. Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page still had one of the best title matches I ever seen for a tag team title match. And they were both like in a lull, just going through the motion, but both of them were building their characters, right? To break apart and do the thing. But that wasn't the MO of AEW. They still had a bunch of other people, like as tag teams at times, still doing their character work. So I'm saying it's a weird place that they kind of put themselves in, that where they kind of shut out, they shut out tag team wrestling pretty much just a gimmick. Oh, it's a gimmick, we'll do it once in a while. Versus it being like a serious thing for their business. So yeah, but that's all. I mean, that's it for that. I mean, that's all of wrestling that we can think of, at least for right now, unless you got something else you want to add in there. I think that was all of them.
I think we covered all the bases.
Yeah, like tonight is NXT, tomorrow is Dynamite. Samoa Joe busted up Max Caster, and then Millie Raw. What he did?
Man.
He had to dance with that dude in the middle of the ring, man. I said, dang, Samoa is the king. That dude, he's like I said, he was vibing to the boys' rap too. He's like, they ain't bad. Whole time homeboy dissing him, he's like, they ain't bad at all. Like he was like, they ain't bad. He got in the ring, he headbutted him. I was like, that's perfect response. I was like, once the bell rung, he headbutted that dude, and the rest is history.
He got his bell wrong.
Yeah, and then he did the muscle buster, which was banned in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, because of that freak accident.
Yeah, it was a freak accident. So I can't blame that no Joe. Because if you want to ban something, ban the Styles Class. AJ and Dane, they killed multiple people with Styles Class. He's too short to be doing it.
Shoot, what's the fool name? The one that was with Carmella.
Ellsworth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was about to get himself killed if it wasn't for AJ.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that move dangerous, bro. I mean, like that's a, I mean, because like you're relying on that person's height and arm strength to like get in between your legs before you drop. And I've seen AJ botch that doggone move far more times in WWE than I've seen Samoa Joe botch a muscle buster. So I was like, is it because it's AJ Styles y'all won't ban his move? Phenomenal forearm on him, he was enough. But the Styles Class is freaking dangerous. I was like, bro, y'all need to throw this thing away. It's crazy. Michelle McCool did it better than him. That's scary. Fade breaker, I think is what she called it, fade breaker. It's the same move. She never messed it up. You know what I'm saying? But also she's tall. So she's taller than most women. So AJ is half the size of most dudes he's fighting. So I was like, you need to let this move go. You ain't gonna be doing that to no doggone Bobby Lashley. Kind of way you look.
Oh God, no, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you ain't doing this to the Almighty. You know what I'm saying? Like throw this move away. Oh yeah, just this is a problem, right? It's like just throw this move away. So phenomenal forearm is where it's at. Use a Pele and phenomenal forearm. Throw away the Styles Clash. But yeah, like I just think that move is I actually believe that move is dangerous. I'm just being real about the situation. I'm like, this freaking move hurt people. Yeah, I mean, it's like you go back to his Impact days. Whew, look at how many times he bought Styles Clash there, bro. It is terrifying to watch. I was like, bro, this. I ain't never seen Samoa Joe botch a doggone Muscle Buster Muscle Buster not once except for Tyson Kidd. That's it. And he did it right. It's just Tyson Kidd's neck wasn't ready. Like his neck was already weak from other stuff too. So yeah, so it was just like the final straw for the most part for his body. But that's not no shade to him. Tyson Kidd was phenomenal wrestler, man. It's a doggone shame that happened to him because that dude was great, man. So yeah, but that's a whole nother topic for another day. But until then,
of course.
What do you need to do?
Hey, wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Solve those enigmas. Don't leave them unsolved. Keep yourself 6 feet away. Wash your hands. And if you sneezing, you better pull a vampire on me, okay? I need you to do the blah. I need your whole elbow up, boy. I need your whole elbow up, boy. Because I swear if you ain't, man, I'm moving. I'm like, nah, bro. This conversation, this whole situation with you is over. We don't even look at folks. We don't even look at folks the same. They don't cover their mouth up now when they sneeze. We like, you mother. I mean, literally, and I kind of actually am okay with that. You know what I'm saying? It's flat out disrespectful just be sneezing in the open. If you got the flu and you sneezing, you didn't forget Corona. Let's just take COVID out the thing. You got a cold, or you got like you got a cold or a flu or something like that, and you sneezing in the air without covering your mouth up, you endangering everybody around you. So yeah, sucker, I need you to do the vampire. Do the vampire and wash your filthy hands. And wash your elbows too. Wash all that. Wash the whole arm. That whole arm need to be in the soap. All of it.
Yeah, man. Get some sanitizer dick, man.
Goddamn right. Let's say get to that, man. You know what I'm saying? But we will definitely be back. I mean, like this was like us just coming back, getting everything back together. Thank you for being patient with us. Like I said, it's very much appreciated. We appreciate everybody that's listening to us all across the world. Thank you for United States of America, the Netherlands, Japan, Germany, UK, Ireland, all y'all cats, man. You know, New Zealand I saw was another one. I think the newest one was, where was it? It was in the Eastern Europe. I think it was Lithuania. Lithuania. I think yeah. I was like, yo, word, props, thank you. So hey, keep riding with the enigmas. We gonna keep going. Until then, solve those enigmas. Don't leave them unsolved. Do the vampire with the elbow up. All right. Do the blah and wash your filthy hands.
Oh goodness. That's right, man.
All right. Top guys out.